So, today we're going to be talking about market cap and defining what market cap is, as well as what constitutes a small cap, mid cap, and large cap stock. Now I have to say, guys, I'm actually a little bit annoyed with myself because I don't know why I waited so long to make this video, because market cap is one of the most widely used terminologies when talking about an investment or a company or a fund. So it's something that you really need to understand, and I thought I had a pretty good understanding of it, but after doing the research for this video, I now know so much more, and I really wish I had done this video sooner because I feel like this is one of the most important things to look at when you're looking at an investment. But basically, companies or funds are often referred to as being small cap, mid cap, or large cap. Now, cap stands for capitalization. It's actually short for capitalization, which is a measurement used to determine the size of a company. There are no set in stone rules for what is considered a small, mid, or large cap company. But mostly what this definition is in this video, and the next thing I'm going to break down where the line falls with small, mid, and large cap, as well as a couple of other caps, micro cap, nano cap, and mega cap stocks. I believe it's mega cap. Anyway, if I'm wrong, we'll get there. I think that's the largest cap. That's what they define that as. But basically, there's pretty much a general guideline that most people agree with. So we're going to go over that in the next part of this video. Market cap is useful in determining the size and riskiness of a company. And basically, market cap is simply the market value of a company's outstanding shares. Now, what are outstanding shares? It's quite simple, guys. Outstanding shares basically is the stock currently held by all shareholders, both public and private. So it's all the shares that are available to the public being held by the public, as well as all of the shares that are being held by people within the company. So basically, in order to determine the market cap of a company, you multiply the price per share times the shares outstanding. Now, because market cap is a derivative of price, it changes relative to the stock price. So if the stock has a good day, the market cap is higher that day. If the stock has a bad day and the stock goes down, the market cap is lower. So market cap fluctuates with stock price. So here's an example, just a very simple example of calculating market cap. We have John's Tech Company. Now, John's Tech Company has 100,000 outstanding shares. So that's shares that are available to the public, as well as shares that are held within people who work for John's Tech Company. Now, John's Tech Company, their stock trades at $10 a share. So to determine the market cap of John's Tech Company, we take 100,000 outstanding shares, multiply it by $10 a share to find that John's Tech Company has a market cap of $1 million. It's that simple, and there's really nothing else to it, guys. That's market cap. Now, here's one of the biggest misconceptions with investing in the stock market. And after we go over this, guys, you're going to know more than like probably 75% of the people walking around out there who talk about the stock market, okay? People have this common misconception that stock price determines the size of a company and that a higher stock price means a larger company. That is not true. The only way to determine the size of a company is to look at the market cap of that company. So just to prove this concept, guys, we're looking at two stocks here. Number one is IBM, number two is Apple. And I grabbed these stock prices yesterday, which was Thursday, which I can't remember what day of the week it was. But anyway, these prices change, so this is just based on that current stock price that I had grabbed. But it's generally, the same principles will apply. Anyways, number one here, we have IBM. They trade at $175 a share. They have 943.21 million shares outstanding. And then we look at Apple. They trade at $141 a share with 5.25 billion shares outstanding. So if you were an uneducated investor and you were looking at this and you were following this misconception that stock price means a larger company, you would say, well, look, IBM is $175 a share. Apple is $141 a share. IBM must be bigger than Apple, but that's not true. So when we figure out the market cap of these companies by multiplying that price per share by the shares outstanding, we find that IBM has a $165 billion market cap. Now, Apple, at $141 a share times 5.25 billion shares outstanding, they have a $740 billion market cap. So even though IBM appears larger based on the stock price, if you were following that misconception, it's definitely not larger because Apple has more than 5 times more shares outstanding. So Apple is actually about 4.5 times larger than IBM based on market cap. So there you go, guys. Now you understand more than most people out there who look at a stock price and go, oh, look, that stock's $175 compared to $141. Must be a bigger company. Must be a better investment. That has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. If you're looking at the size of a company and comparing the sizes of companies, you have to look at market cap of that company. Okay, so what are the generally accepted guidelines for market cap? Well, I wrote them over here too, so if you're looking for a more straightforward example, there it is for you. But if you're looking for some explanation, I'm going to go through that right now. So anyways, mega cap is the largest. These are companies with a market cap of over $200 billion. These are the titans of the industry. Then we have large cap. These are companies with a market cap of $10 billion to $200 billion. And these are relatively stable companies that may be on the way to becoming the next titans of the industry. Now, mega and large cap stocks are typically considered blue chip. Now, what is blue chip? I'm sure you've heard of blue chips or blue chip stocks in the past. Well, a blue chip is a nationally recognized, well-established, and financially sound company. And these are typically the most stable companies to invest in during bad economic times because there's less volatility. Now, the name blue chip is actually derived from the blue chip in poker because that is the chip that has the most value. So there's some barstool terminology for you there. Next time you're looking to impress someone talking about blue chips, you can say, what is a blue chip? Do you know why it's called that? There you go. It's based on the poker chip. Then we have mid-cap stocks. These are stocks with a market cap from $2 billion to $10 billion. And these are typically newer companies and they're more volatile than the blue chips. Now, mid-cap stocks are often considered to be growth stocks. And growth stocks are basically, a growth stock is a share of a company whose earnings are expected to grow faster than the market averages. And growth stocks typically do not pay a dividend. Now, dividends are typical of large cap and mega cap companies. A small cap is a company with a market cap of $300 million to $2 billion. These are higher risk and higher potential capital appreciation. These are generally new or younger companies. Then we have micro cap, and depending on where you look, some people only break it down as large, mid, and small cap. But this list includes mega cap, micro cap, and nano cap, so you can break it down even more. But when we look at a micro cap company, this is a company with $50 million to $300 million of market capitalization. Now, this is typical of penny stock companies, which can be new or struggling companies. And in this case, the upside potential is relative to the downside risk. So there's a lot of risk associated with these companies. There's also a lot of upside potential, but generally, as much upside potential as there is with this stock, there's that much risk with that stock as well. So there's a high risk of losing money. Now I'm going to break down where you'll usually see a micro cap stock and where you'll usually see a nano cap stock in a second. But a nano cap stock is a stock with a market cap under $50 million. This has a very high risk of failure. Now, a micro cap stock would likely be a penny stock that you might see on a major exchange. Maybe it's a stock trading on the New York Stock Exchange or on the NASDAQ exchange, trading under $5 a share. Because as we've talked about in many other videos, the Securities and Exchange Commission constitutes a penny stock as any stock trading below $5 a share. So you might see a stock that's trading under $5 a share on a major exchange be considered a micro cap stock based on the size of the, or based on the market capitalization. And it may even fall into the small cap category. But nano cap stocks typically cannot trade on major exchanges because they cannot hold up to the strict requirements and they can't afford to be listed on the major exchanges. So typically the nano cap penny stocks are found on the pink sheets or the over-the-counter bulletin board. So that's where you'll generally see those. But it's possible that you'd see a micro cap stock on the OTC bulletin boards or on pink sheets as well. But generally speaking, if you're trading penny stocks, and I don't recommend it, at the very least trade listed penny stocks. So make sure you consider that if you're investing in penny stocks. I just thought I would tie that in. And I also tied in the growth stocks and the blue chips just because it seems like this was a good video to include that. And then like I said, here it is laid out here, and I should have it in the description as well for a good guideline of what the cap is based on the market cap of the company, what's considered mega cap, large cap, and all that there. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this video on market cap. If you guys enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you dropped me a like. Feel free to drop me a comment on this video if you guys have any questions or feedback or ideas for future video topics. And if you guys are looking to get started investing in the stock market, I do have my beginner's guide to stock market trading, which I will link up in the description, and there should be something popping up on the screen here as well where you can learn more about that. But I thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and have a great day. I kind of screwed up my ending there, so if you're used to my typical endings, that was totally weird. But hey, we're just going to roll with it. See you guys later.